Hey, it's Joddie Taylor of SnackySays.com. Welcome back to my podcast. This is going to be a this and that episode. I'm going to be chatting about a few things that have nothing to do with each other, but thought we'd chat. Today is Sunday, May 28th. If you signed up for the Reset and Renew Challenge with Chisomo, I did that with Chisomo this past week. Thank you. We really appreciate you. If you showed up for the live or you watched the replays or pre-recorded sessions, thank you. If you're wondering, what's this Reset and Renew Challenge? It's a 4-day challenge that, again, I did with Chisomo. Yay! My first collaboration with another content creator. Thanks for thinking of me and inviting me, Chisomo. So in this challenge, we help you prepare for a reset. It doesn't have to be a new year. It doesn't have to, it doesn't matter if it's not spring in your neck of the woods, wherever you are. Anytime is a good time for a reset. So what could you reset? You could reset your morning routine. You could reset your movement routine. Maybe you want to reorganize your home. It's anything where you're feeling like a little bit off, you want to change something, and we walk you through the process of getting crystal clear on your vision, considering obstacles that you may need to tackle, things you may need to address before a reset. We go through all of that. And at the end of the 4 days, you have now walked through a process and you've identified the thing or things that you want to reset, and you're off to the races. The replays will be up until May 31st. So if you're listening to this in real time, the link will be in the show notes. Do check it out. Again, it was my first collaboration with another content creator. We've been, if you went through the pandemic, even if you weren't into virtual sessions and meetings before, we've all been through or on webinars, live sessions, all types of conferences and meetings. And this is my first time on the other side, and it was so much fun and so much hard work. There's a lot of work that goes into it. In fact, when we were done, I texted someone. I was like, this feels so weird. It feels so weird not to be like texting you or getting ready to get on a virtual call for planning or to record a session. It was a great time. Again, if you're looking to reset, please do check it out. We have a workbook for you, a workbook for each day. It'll be 4 videos, 4 sessions for you, which are now all recorded and up on the website. And playlists. So there's 2 playlists. One is music inspiration and one are video inspirations. Like you can watch other folks doing their routine, whether it's night or morning or a reset. So do check it out. Next up, again, thank you, Chisomo. Next up, I came across a podcast episode, The Minimalists. You've probably seen or heard of them. I know they have a Netflix show, which I haven't seen, but the title was Career Clutter, which I found really interesting. So I listened to the episode, and I'm just going to tell you, I didn't listen to the entire episode. I listened to the part about career clutter, and I actually don't even remember what the answer was, even though I recently listened to this episode. It was just the topic was so interesting. This idea of a career, or like, the woman who called in has had a lot of different jobs, and she basically described it as jack of all trades, mistress of none. I think she said master of none, but I like mistress. Rolls better off the tongue for me. And it's the first time that I've heard the idea of a career being something that you could maybe minimalize. I thought that's so interesting. So again, that reeled me in. And I just enjoyed listening to her story. She seems like she's very fortunate. She's tried a whole bunch of different jobs and kind of like just kind of fell into different roles. So just for the story alone, I think it's worth checking out. For me, it really wasn't about the advice that they gave her. It was more like, I just like listening to stories, and I thought it was a fascinating story in terms of the different careers that she's tried, and feeling like she had all of this clutter around her career and she needed to choose one. Very interesting. Check it out if it also sounds interesting to you. And there was another video that I saw. This is actually, you can listen to the Minimalist podcast on YouTube. You can watch them talking, or you can listen to it on like any podcast app. I think I'll put the YouTube link for this one, but there was something else I came across regarding minimalism, but not in the way that not you would think, that maybe I would think. Like, I hear minimalism and I think about home organization, but it's interesting because I came across this one about career clutter, and there was something else I saw around minimalism, but it didn't have to do. I'll see if I can find it. Maybe that I'll add that to the newsletter or another podcast episode. Okay, I also wanted to chat about my deload week, which I did recently. And if you don't know, I didn't know either until a couple of weeks ago. A deload week is basically where you come off of doing intense workouts. I'll just tell you what I did, what it meant for me. It meant I finished a Millionaire Hoy challenge. It was a 6-week challenge, 6-week-long challenge, and it was pretty intense. And on top of that, I was doing other workouts like Jordan Yo. And so at the end, Millionaire Hoy said at the end of this challenge, like, oh, we've just finished this challenge, and he has lives for this challenge. There were lives every Saturday, which is a component he brought back in the last few months, and I love it. If you like to do live workouts, yes, it's virtual. It's another reason to join his app. I'm not an affiliate. When I talk about fitness folks, I'm not an affiliate for any of them. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I just tell you guys, I just tell you all about workouts that I love, and I'm a Millionaire Hoy fan, stan, love his workouts. But so he said, oh, he didn't call it deload week at the time, but I was like, I haven't intentionally basically taken a week to just do low impact, to focus on stretching or mobility all week. Never. I've never done that. I tried it, and I even missed 2 days of working out, which is, again, something new for me. I was just like okay with it. And the sky didn't fall. I ended up doing it for almost 2 weeks, and I proved to myself I kind of had this unconscious or subconscious, or maybe it was like right on the surface thing, like if I'm not sweating, I'm not working out. Basically, that was my train of thought. Like when I do a cardio workout, I'm like, you can see, oh, I've had all of these steps, but you just don't see it. For me anyway, I don't see like I see and feel the immediate results when I'm doing, like if every once in a while, like on Sundays, I'll only do like stretching, mobility, things where I'm not really moving all that much. And let's say an hour goes by and it's like I'm being dramatic here, but like 10 steps. Anyway, it's fine. It's better than fine. And I'm definitely going to do another deload week. I'm going to do this maybe every few months. I feel really refreshed. Coincidentally or not so coincidentally, this was also during the planning of the Reset and Renew Challenge. The second week, which was when we were live and recording the sessions, was my second week of doing the deload week. And that was really interesting because I started doing more intense workouts. But again, like I feel like my attitude has changed and shifted. And again, the sky didn't fall. You know what I mean? Like I knew this intellectually, but I don't need to be going hard all the time. Sometimes you have to have a hot cup of sitio butt down to prevent injury, to feel refreshed, to come back and be like, well, what else do I want to try? And by the way, it also gave me an opportunity during that week or two to try other workouts that I just simply don't have time for or energy for because I am going so hard. So I was able to try a bunch of Jordan Yell workouts that I've been wanting to try out. I brought dance back into my workouts. So every day I said to myself, I'm going to do something fun. I'm just going to do a video that I'm curious about. And the video didn't have to be long. It could be 3 minutes, it could be 5 minutes. It could be 20 minutes. The point was, there is no other point but to pick a workout I think is fun or interesting. So that's my deload week. What does that mean for you? Even if it's not working out, if you're always going hard, if you're in the habit, and Chisomo and I touch on this in the Reset and Renew challenge, but don't forget to if you're in the habit of doing something, don't forget to circle back and check in and make adjustments. Sometimes I just stick to a plan because it's the plan, and I don't check in. So maybe I needed to rest. You know what? As a matter of fact, when I got COVID at the start of the year, my shoulder had been hurting me for a while. Did I take a break? No. I just kept working out. And one of the good things, gosh, am I even saying this out loud? But one of the good things about having COVID was I had a hot cup of sit your butt down for over a week. And my shoulder stopped hurting because I obviously needed to not be working out and to just go sit down someplace. But I didn't do that. And okay, again, positive. I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. Positive side effect of COVID. But what I got out of that, and I think that's why, dare I say, I think that's why it was a pretty easy sell for me to try this deload week, because I remembered when I was laid low, I was so tired. But when I had COVID, one of the things that I realized after a few days was oh, my shoulder's not hurting anymore. So those are the things I wanted to share with you and chat about. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but luckily this isn't our last episode, right? I always have a chance every week to come back and chat. And I appreciate you listening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's to another year and another year of the SnackySays Podcast, featuring me, Joddie Taylor. Please do share with a friend or three. I always love hearing from you. I appreciate you. And again, I'll put the link to the Reset and Renew Challenge. It's up until May 31st. So if you're listening to this by or before then, please, if you haven't signed up already, sign up, get access to the replays and the resources that I mentioned. Thanks again for listening. This is Joddie Taylor of SnackySays.